Celebrate World Steelpan Month right here on the Now Morning Show. We welcome to the set Mr. Mark Anthony Burrowes Jr. Good morning to you, sir.
Good day.
How you doing this morning?
Alive.
Give thanks for that. That's a good place to start.
Somebody.
Mark Anthony has some serious touches there, boy. How long you playing pan?
22 years. 21.
21 years.
About 21.
What inspired you to say this is the road I'm going down?
So really and truly it was between sports and music, and at some point I realized, funny enough, I could make money training every day in the gym, or I could do so like this. And I like music. I feel like there's a lot of untapped potential in pan right now. A lot of storytellers, but people still trying to find the balance and so on and so forth. I feel like I could be a part of the culture in the future.
When you say untapped potential, what are we talking about?
Okay, so a lot of people just watch music as sounds or stuff you put together in theory. However, I feel like there's a lot of emotional control and power inside of it. Music could bring forth certain emotions. Music could make you think about certain things, make you remember a lot in your past. And I feel like people don't really use it like that anymore. I feel like we should.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, because I think that might be a your generation thing in terms of what the music is used for and how you use the different types of music. And I'm happy to hear that you want to find a better way to show your generation how to do so. Because I know some of the older people listening will be like, well, what are you talking about? We just use music for this and that and the other. But I completely get the context in which you're talking about it. Yeah. In terms of celebrating this World Steelpan Month, does it mean anything to you?
Yeah, a lot. Because, you know, pan is such an important thing in Trinidad. Is the culture, is the instrument we created, one of the only instrument created in the 21st century. However, we don't really put a lot of emphasis on it. A lot of people come, and pan is something easy to start playing, right? You can just hop behind a pan and hit notes. And most of the time, it works out. However...
Most of the time?
Yeah, most, not all, most. Right, still a little complicated.
Yeah.
But I feel like people forget there are levels in the instrument. Every instrument has levels. You might have beginner level, which in pan happens to be very easy to get to.
Yeah.
But there's so much the instrument could do, and so much technique. Pan is not just an instrument to come and lash. It's a percussive instrument. You understand? We have percussive techniques in play, double stroke, single stroke, pressure control, stuff like that. And people forget a lot of the time that all of that is incorporated within this one instrument. Feel like we should. Yeah.
All right. Well, we have with us Mark Anthony Burrowes Jr. in studio right now. And Mark, I really appreciate you mentioning the percussive styles because I hear you playing, and most times, not most times, but oftentimes you hear people complaining that when people beating the pan, and you hear when they hitting the percussive element of it, you hear that knocking of the stick against the pan. But I didn't hear that with you at all. It almost sounds like you were tapping it very lightly and getting the sound out of it still, which is just a technique, right?
Yes.
How long did it take you to get that technique?
Ooh, that's a great question. To get to this particular level, it took me maybe a year of serious practice. Like I've always been playing because my teachers put me in it, and thank God I had such wonderful and experienced teachers throughout my life.
Yeah.
However, just taking your time and having fun with the instrument is not the same as putting in the work, and it takes a lot of work. I'll always tell my students, discipline is the most important thing.
And you know what? I think that's a great way to wrap up this conversation this morning. Discipline, definitely a major factor when it comes to music, when it comes to the national instrument, and when it comes to life, and it all translates. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we most definitely can achieve. On behalf of Natasha Lake, Ayinka, Will, and the entire team here at TTT, I want to wish you a beautiful day. I'm Ruckus. We have Mark Anthony Burrowes Jr. to close things off this morning. You're going to bring it home a little bit, right, Mark?
Yeah.
You all right with that?
Yeah.
Let me bring it home a little bit of anything in fine style with some Michael Teja. Yeah, man.